Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the African Independent Television, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa, only on this channel. And on this program, we'll bring you that information, security information, to keep your life safe and secured. Wherever the news is, we'll bring it to you. Security Watch Africa today has a collection of reports, very interesting and educative reports indeed. And we've gotten a lot of comments or lots of messages saying that Security Watch should comment about the incident that is happening in Rivers State. Really, we urge that all parties concerned should play according to the rules, and the safety of the people should be paramount than any individual ambition. So that is our view there, that peace must prevail. And not create so much of a problem for the security agencies, because when the political forces, gladiators fight, is the citizens and the security agencies that suffers it, because sometimes lives are lost. So that is our view. But let's continue with today's program. Today we'll be beginning from the Nigerian Army headquarters, where Elizabeth Tanko brings us a report she put together on the movement of the Chief of Army Staff.
Since Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede took over as the Chief of Army Staff Nigerian Army, he has made the operational tours to various Nigerian Army divisions and formations. At every point of his visits, General Oluyede has consistently promised that the Nigerian Army, under his leadership, will continue to take care of their welfare.
For those of you that must have seen my command philosophy, all he's saying is that the soldiers come before any other person. Soldiers first. So your welfare, your training is going to be our top priority. So that even when you are working as soldiers, you'll be proud that you are soldiers. That even when you are leaving the army, you'll be proud that you have served Nigeria, because you must have had one benefit or the other before leaving the army, so that you can have a better post-service life. These affordable homes, we've started in Abuja. We commissioned 400 plus last year, end of last year. But we're going to continue with that. We are starting new ones in Ibadan. We are starting some in Owerri. We are starting some in Plateau. That is in Jos. But you have to understand the fact that we cannot serve everybody at once. It's not possible. But it's a scheme that has come to be, and we shall continue to put in and invest in it, so that if you subscribe, you have hope of getting a house. Talking about combat enablers, MRAPs, all what you need to do your work. We just got some, I think 50 MRAPs. We're expecting another 50. We're expecting another 100 EQ series. All these things are going to be issued out so that you can do your work well. If you are working and you are doing well, the more you do, the more we support you. Yes. The more we raise your morale. Yes. And to add value to your meal, for your food, yes, from next month, we'll start paying 3,000 RCA. Yes. So that you can be fed well. Yes. And I've told your GOC, and I know your commander very well, he will feed you well.
The Army Chief charged the soldiers to redouble their efforts in the fight against all forms of criminalities.
I appreciate you for what you are doing. I want to tell you that I'm happy the way you are dealing with these criminals out there, all these bandits. But I want to tell you that we need to do more. Yes, sir. We need to kill all of them. Yes, sir. So that they will leave this place for us, so that we can have peace. So that we can go back to our families. Yes, sir. So that we can make Nigeria better. Yes, sir. So that all these resources we are wasting on buying vehicles, buying MRAPs, we will use it for the betterment of the soldiers. Yes, sir. Do you understand? Yes, sir.
His visit to various locations has attracted commendations from Chimeze Ayadike, a social commentator.
Years ago, under the past administration and I think around the three different chief of army staff, that worked under the last administration, they demonstrated such strategy as well. So I don't want to say it's a welcome development. It's a welcome strategy because it has demonstrated the capacity to increase the morale of the troops. It has also demonstrated the capacity to ensure their commitment as long as the top brass, as they are called, continue to show interest in their welfare, in how they are faring, especially at the front lines, when the Chief of Army Staff increased the daily feeding allowance of the troops that are at these theaters of war. Someone was like saying, is it not too small? I was like, you don't understand. It is a 100% increment, and it is something that should be encouraged. It's something that should be celebrated.
Ayadike Ojan Oluyede to continue in his efforts.
I want to continue to encourage the Chief of Army Staff to not relent in this. It might look little in the eyes of some people, but I can tell you that it has gone a long way in improving the morale of the troops at the front lines, and it has increased their commitment to continuing to execute their responsibility of protecting the territorial integrity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it is a welcome strategy which I want to encourage the Chief of Army Staff to sustain to the best of his ability.
Elizabeth Fanko, reporting for Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Yeah, welcome back. Yes, sir, we'll quickly take you to Akwa Ibom State, where Lucy Tawo brings us a report from our interaction with the Commissioner of Police Akwa Ibom State, CP Baba Mohammed Azare. Sit back as we bring you the report.
The Commissioner of Police, Akwa Ibom State Police Command CP Baba Mohammed Azari, has disclosed that IGP Kayode Egbetukun's directives for police to reduce crime rates by 50% statewide has helped the command to achieve 90% crime reduction in the state. He disclosed this in an exclusive interview with Security Watch Africa crew in his office in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital.
As you can see, in Akwa Ibom State, we are able to achieve this. By the time you look at our statistics of crime for the first quarter, by God's grace, you will see that we are at the bottom of achieving 90% peaceful environment. Even the agitations and communal clashes, we have been able to douse the tensions and reduce it to the barest minimum by engaging the youth, engaging the communities in dialogue, and in enlightening them on what to do and what not to do. And also the oil companies and the prospective investors that are coming around, we have always been in touch with them, and then things are moving fine. They are always playing the game according to the rules. The same thing with energy security. We have been able to provide security to all the infrastructural facilities of the federal government and the state government who are against vandalization. And things are moving fine from this angle. By God's grace, we'll achieve 90%, not even 50%. Of crime reduction in Akwa Ibom State.
He added that his 1 year as Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations in the state prepared him for the present position.
My 1 year as Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations has really given me the opportunity and age to know what is happening in which area, what local government and the rest. I know the state very well, in and out of everywhere, and even know the officers by their characters, by their work, by their agility, by their weaknesses. I know all of them. I've assessed them, and that has given me an edge in what we are seeing today. So when I come to implement a policy, I know where it will work, and I know where it will fail. So that is what is happening. That truly, my stay as Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations has given me an insight of the things we should do or the things we should implement to make it work so that we can have peace in Akwa Ibom State. And we thank God that everybody is attesting to the fact that area is calm. By God's grace, we'll continue to keep it calm.
On crime in the state, CP Azari revealed that child trafficking cases are higher than other crimes.
To some extent now, the child trafficking is even higher than the kidnapping cases that we are recording. The kidnapping cases has gone down because we have all mechanisms in place to track anybody who enter Akwa Ibom State to say he wants to kidnap any soul. We have rescued many, and we have prosecuted most of the suspects related to that kidnapping. Mostly they carry them to Abia State or Port Harcourt and the rest, or they come from there. They have syndicates. And so once we get information, we usually go into action and get them arrested, relieve the children from the burden they put them, and then reunite them with their families. We have been doing that. And as I said, all these are not possible if the public does not support us. They support us to discharge this responsibility because police are from the members of the public. So we need their support. We need their help to be able to get to this level that we have. So our meetings with them to request for their assistance, request for their support, solicit for their support and assistance and support, that is what is making us to penetrate and also achieve results in these cases that we are recording in Akwa Ibom State.
He called on the people of Akwa Ibom to continue their cooperation with the police so as to maintain the low crime rate in the state.
The people of the state should please continue to support the police. Support us. If you see something, say something, and the police will do something. If you keep quiet, we will not know. We are not magicians. We are not magicians. The crimes happens within your own environment, within your own community. So it is only when you make a report to police that the police will take into cognizance that this thing is happening, and then they will go and nip it in the bud before it happens. So please cooperate with us, support us, and give us all the information we require to discharge our responsibilities. That is the call I have to members of the public, and I thank them so far for the support they have been giving us. Akwa Ibomites are very wonderful people. They are very supportive people. They are very understanding people, and they like peace.
Lucy Tawu reporting for Security Watch Africa.
From Akwa Ibom, we return back to Abuja, precisely to the Defense Headquarters, where Elizabeth Tanko brings us a report of the hosting of the 43rd Committee of ECOWAS Chief of Defense Staff meeting here in Abuja. Sit back as we bring you the report.
The drive to form a cohesive synergy in tackling terrorism and other forms of violent crimes in the sub-region, the Economic Community of West African States ECOWAS Committee of Chiefs of Defense Staff held their 43rd Ordinary Meeting in Abuja. The host of the meeting, General Christopher Gwabin Musa, in his speech at the opening ceremony, emphasized the need for jointness in addressing regional security concerns. General Musa, who is the chairman, ECOWAS Chiefs of Defense Staff Committee, noted that collaboration of member states and critical stakeholders within the sub-region will curb the numerous security threats bedeviling the region.
The complexity of the security landscape demands that we leverage our collective expertise, intelligence assets, and coordinate our efforts towards borders if we must solve these challenges as the world has become a global village and the gap between us shrinking even more. Thus, collaboration is paramount and imperative to address both the root causes and symptoms of insecurity in our region.
The Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff listed out main areas for discussion during the meeting, with emphasis on the proposed ECOWAS Standby Force Counter-Terrorist Brigade.
It is on this premise that the agenda for this meeting was carefully crafted to focus on critical areas while building from our previous engagements. Some of these critical areas include the proposed review of pledges for the ECOWAS Standby Force, consideration of pledges for ECOWAS Standby Force Counter-Terrorism Brigade, and the rotation of staff officers of peace support operations, divisions, and ECOWAS Standby Force, as well as maritime security in the Gulf of Guinea. Others are the presentation on the outcome of governmental experts meeting on the ECOWAS logistic concepts and standing operating procedure for ECOWAS logistic depot in Lungi. The meeting will also present and review the report of the last Chiefs of Naval Staff meeting.
The meeting, which had in attendance Chiefs of Defense Staff from ECOWAS member states, was attended by Nigeria's Minister of Defense, Honorable Mohammed Badaro, who reiterated the importance of collective action in addressing regional security challenges.
As we convene at this pivotal moment, we must remind ourselves of the complex and multifaceted security landscape that engulf our sub-region. The imperative of us in the sub-region to strengthen our bond and collective resolve is greater now than ever. The rise of populist ideologies and revisionist rhetorics among global powers are indicators that we will increasingly be left to our fate in the emerging global order. We must, as a sub-region, therefore recognize that our strive towards economic growth and development will invariably be fundamental on a homegrown sustainable peace and security.
In his remarks, the Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security, ECOWAS Secretariat, Ambassador Abel Fatou Musa, called for concerted actions to strengthen the shared aspiration for a peaceful, secure, and prosperous ECOWAS region.
I call for concerted action to strengthen our shared aspiration for a peaceful, secure, and prosperous ECOWAS region. And I also wish to stress that ECOWAS still has the doors open to welcome back our brothers and sisters from the 3 countries that have recently withdrawn from our community.
As part of activities lined up for the 43rd Ordinary ECOWAS meeting in Nigeria, there was a gala night event which marked a significant moment in the ongoing efforts to promote regional security and cooperation within the ECOWAS community. General Christopher Gwabin Musa urged guests and chiefs of defense staff present to reflect on the shared goals and aspirations that bind them together as members of ECOWAS community.
As we gather here over this meal, let us take this opportunity to reflect on the shared goals and aspirations that bind us together as members of the ECOWAS community. Let us reaffirm our commitment to working together to promote peace, stability, security, and development in our region.
At the closing ceremony, the committee chairman, General Christopher Musa, stated that the 3-day meeting has been the most rewarding with sincere deliberations and security being accorded the desired priority.
Our gathering over the past 3 days has been geared at promoting regional security, cooperation within the ECOWAS community, and forging common front in addressing our security challenges.
General Musa thanked the chairman of ECOWAS Heads of State and President Ahmed Bola Tinubu for his leadership and support in making this meeting a reality.
I wish to thank the chairman of ECOWAS Heads of State and Government, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his leadership and support in making the meeting a reality. I also want to thank the ECOWAS leaders for also making it possible for the chiefs of defense staff to attend this meeting throughout the time. We appreciate you and appreciate all your commitment. And I'm sure we are fully ready and determined to ensure that our region is fully secured.
Elizabeth Thanko, reporting for Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Yeah, welcome back. Yes, we're looking forward to the ECOWAS standby force, whether to help to galvanize all our operational activities or in terms of the fight against terrorism in the sub-region. Yes, let's take you to Omuaro community in Kwara State, where, again, Lucy Tao brings us a report from the commissioning of the Area Command Headquarters.
There was excitement on the faces of the people of Omuaran and neighboring communities in Irekwedu local government area of Kwara State when the Commissioner of Police, Kwara State Police Command, CP Victor Olaya, commissioned the newly renovated Area Command and 4 operational vehicles. The projects were facilitated and executed by Omuaran Area Commander ACP Ismail Moazo. In his address before the commissionings, CP Olaya commended the area commander ACP Ismail Moazo for executing the projects and charged officers of the Nigerian Police Force to intensify their services to the people. The Commissioner of Police was also thankful to the people of Omuaran and the traditional rulers for supporting the police in their domain.
I visited Omaron Area Command while it was in its former state, and I'm glad I did. And because today, Omaron Area Command has been completely transformed. This is a testimony of good police community partnership that exists between the area commander and the entire Omaron environs. This is a partnership that works. Certainly, this is a partnership that works. And the testimony is just very glaring. You can't hide it. It's as clear as day and night. I want to congratulate you once again. I want to say, keep it up. The truth is, you can't give what you don't have. What he has done is a demonstration of the person that he is. The Olomu of Omaron, we're proud of you, sir. The support was tireless, consistent, never ending. This is a transformation that they don't have. It didn't happen in one day. It was a continuous one, and at every stage, you were there for him. Kalisi, thank you very much, sir.
While welcoming the people, ACP Muazu spoke on the achievements of the area command under his leadership.
How I met Umara Area Command. Virtually, I met no vehicle working in Umara Area Command. All vehicles were grounded and abandoned for many years. After launching my community policy, bringing people together, knowing their problems and mine, this gets back to 2 serviceable vehicles of motion present. Actions speak louder than voice. I upgraded the entire building with the latest modern equipment such as POP, electrical fittings, 6 complete water closets with constant water flowing in all offices. Furnishing. I provide the area commander's office with 10 modern tables, 3 executive seaters, with 15 single chairs, admin shelves, 6 wall fans, tiling the entire office floor and toilets. Dual CCTV camera, 20 units of solar street light. All these achievements happen ever in the history of Umara Area Command, and it's within the shortest period of time I assumed office as Area Commander Umara.
The Olomu of Omaron, Oba Abdurrahim Adeoti, commended the police for securing his community.
When you say somebody is hardworking, yes, a person can be hardworking, or he may not be too proactive. In the case of Muazu Ismail, he is a very proactive man who knows how to go about doing his work. He came to the Omaran, instead of him sitting in the office, he put all the functions of a police officer in his head and trying to interpret one after the other how he should embrace community policing. I think by and large, at least what has helped me so far to accomplish this feat. Because no one will ever believe that this building will look like this.
After the formal commissioning, there was a tour of the facilities. Lucy Tawo reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Yes, we've come to the end of the program for this week. If you have enjoyed watching it, join us again next week. You can follow us on all our social media platforms. Send us the email, your view on what you feel. Follow us on our Twitter, the X, and send us your comment you have, and let us communicate with you. Until coming again next week, I say thanks for staying tuned, and bye for now.